Recording in progress.
Recording in progress.
Welcome, Barry Mills from Massive Wagons.
That's it.
Welcome to Just CHOPSING podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, man. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, no worries at all. No worries at all.
Been listening to your music for a while, and
you still wanted me on?
Find it pretty good. Yeah, I really like it. I do, to be honest. David's seen you like 4 or 5 times, and he said he didn't quite get it at first, but
all right.
Now he's got it. Yeah. I'm just dropping him in the shit.
You're dropping him in the shit straight away. What a way to start.
All right.
I've seen you guys up House in 2019 when you headlined on the Friday night.
Oh yeah,
like the Home Nations, wasn't it? They called it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, with the Crows and that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good night. And then I saw you at Pontypridd. That was a little, I think it was a Union Festival.
Which was that? Was that the Doll's House? Was that gig?
No. It's up in the Pontypridd Muni, and there was Wayward Sons were up there with you. I think the Crows might have been.
Oh yes, yeah. What is that called? I was talking about this gig the other day to Adam. Yeah, Allied
Jones.
I remember it. Yeah, Allied Jones. That's Allied Jones. I remember that. It was good. It was a good night.
Yeah, it was good because you were dressed up like a skeleton outfit on that night.
Like a twat.
I think it was close to Halloween. It was, but I think that's what it was. But I've been checking out your new music, and I'm really enjoying it. I got to be honest.
Oh, that's good to know. That's nice to know. We've changed. You know, there's a lot of bands we play with on the scene. We've had 5 albums out. You know, I mean, that's we've changed a lot over the years. The first album is very, 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 very different and very of a band of its time, I suppose, and now we sound completely different. So people come and go. I get that. Not everybody gets every album or likes it or likes where you're going, but I think you just got to stay true to what we want to do, really. And it gets boring for bands sometimes making the same album over and over again. I want to do different things. But I do get that people fall off the wagon a bit and don't like it. That's fine. Bothered about that. That's all good.
Yeah. So did it start then? Because I've sort of done a bit of a history check, and obviously you guys formed in 2009. But what were you doing before 2009?
What? Sorry.
What were you doing before 2009?
Me? Nothing. Well, I was in a cover band with Adam, the guitar player. That's how we met. You see, I left the Air Force in the mid 2000s, and then came home again. And started kicking around where I was from, around Carnforth, and met up with a few of the lads I hadn't seen for a long time. And I met Adam for the first time. And I was in this cover band with some guys, and the guitarist left. Adam joined, and we were playing. I was playing bass guitar. I wasn't singing, and we were playing kind of indie stuff because I'd only just learned the bass guitar, and I just wanted to play music. I didn't really care what it was. And Adam started bringing in a few sort of heavier rock covers, that we wanted to do. And I always loved rock music, and we got like a house on fire. And then when that band sort of fell apart, we stuck together, and he was doing some jamming with some of the guys that turned out to be the lads who went on to become Massive Wagons. They didn't have a singer. I didn't have anything to do. I'm an idiot. There you go.
That was the best way,
yeah. Had you sung before that then, Barry, or was that kind of like your first crack at it, really?
It's singing?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a little bit of backing vocals in the other band, but nothing. I just said, I don't know why I said I would have a go. I kind of always, I was kind of thought I could hold a tune. I thought I could sing, but everybody always says you can't really sing, can you? Nobody's encouraging me. You can't sing. But I was like, well, fuck it. Well, I'll just have a go. You haven't got a singer, so I'll have a go. And if it's rubbish, just tell me it's rubbish, and we'll go no further. I'll just want to have a crack at it. And but it was all right. It sounded okay at the time. It was a long time ago. But yeah, I'm glad I had a go. I just wish I could have done it a little bit sooner in life. Really, I wish I'd have had a go a bit earlier in life. But whatever.
Yeah. So, question: did you really take the name from a nickname of a local barmaid?
Yeah, that's exactly where it came from. Yeah.
Yeah, it was it.
It's true.
Yeah. That's where it came from. Yeah, she's a friend of ours. She's called Terry, as it happens. Not the Terry I go out with, a different Terry.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, there's too many Terrys
yeah.
now because I'm a Terry as well.
Oh, all right, here you go. yeah. No, yes, it was a nickname for a local barmaid. Yes, it was.
Right. Okay. So it is true.
It is very...
Excellent. That's really good. You released your first EP, Sniff and Riff, and then not long after that, then your first album came out, Fire It Up.
That's it, yeah.
2012, and then things started progressing from there. Then, really, I guess, was it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the EP thing. I mean, me and Adam tried to write songs in the cover band. We really fancied writing some songs. We tried to write some stuff, but the rest of the guys weren't really into it. So the band fell apart. Me and Adam were just like, right, we just want to write some songs. And Sniff the Riff, crikey. I mean, the name says it all, really, doesn't it? It is what it is. It's awful, to be quite honest with you. But then we learned a lot. You know, we really tried to screw our heads on for the first album. You know, and there's a lot. I don't know. You kind of look back as a band, and it's a little bit embarrassing. You try and forget about it. But it's a band of its time. We were very much wore our hearts on our sleeves. It's very rough and ready. We didn't have any money. Bands nowadays in the new wave of classic rock scene, and fair play to them, and I think it's amazing. They seem to be able to come out of the gates with a great product. You know, this sort of. I'm not saying we've sort of beaten any path or anything, but I think they take a lot more notice of bands that have been around a long time, a bit like us, and they see what needs to be done straight away to get results. We just did whatever we could. You know, we did that and took our own photographs. It was awful.
Yeah, but now you can record everything on a fucking iMac.
Exactly. Bands now are coming out with their first albums and they sound such high quality. You know, and they're so great, a great product. The packaging's great. The photographs are great. Ours is, you know, whatever. It's the journey, isn't it? It's all good.
It is. Everybody has to start somewhere, and how you start that journey is, you know, purely and how it unfolds then is even more of a story in it.
That's it. And I'm proud. I look back, I am proud of what we've done, really. But you know, yeah, it all starts somewhere, don't we?
Yeah.
You're learning your craft, don't you? You know, as you're going along, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You know, and every time you record a new album, you learn a bit more, and it gets a little bit better, and that's kind of the fun, really. That's what's the most enjoyable bit is taking what you did last time into the studio again, and just building on it, really.
Yeah,
definitely. Okay, so then the second album came out in 2014.
Right. How long ago?
A long time ago.
It was a long time ago, is it?
but
Right.
I read that you entered the Battle of the Bands competition.
Oh,
and you won that.
Bloody hellfire! We did loads of them things back in the day. I ate them. I ate back.
But
we did. It would. Yeah, go on.
I think it's a good idea for emerging bands, to be honest. I mean, you don't necessarily have to. I mean, you were lucky enough to win one of them. You don't necessarily have to win, but if you can get your face out there, you know, because it's a Battle of the Bands competition, so there's probably 20 other bands or 30 other bands, and you're gonna get in front of people that wouldn't normally see you, you know. So why not do a Battle of the Bands?
It's odd you should say that. Oh, signal on. It's odd you should say that because we didn't actually win the top spot. We came third.
Okay.
A band called Idle Dead won it. Holly and the guys, and then a band called Black Wolf might have come second. I'm not sure. And then Estrella. But anyway, and then we won like third prize or something. But yeah, off the back of that came so much stuff, that the Highway to Hell competition.
Yeah,
so many things came off that. That was just unbelievable. That was the start of things. We've always been a band. We took every single tiny opportunity with both hands and absolutely made the most of it, you know, and just absolutely wrung it out till there was nothing left of it. It was great. The Highway to Hell thing was amazing for us.
Yeah. Anyway, Dave, sorry about
that's good. And then your third album, third album, then Welcome to the World, came out in 2016, and then I started supporting the Wild Hearts as well on their tour. So I guess you kicked on again then that year, yeah? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean that album, to be honest, that album was a little bit, we were kind of fed up at that time, to be honest. We'd kind of a bit, the song Tokyo's on there, and there's some miserable songs on there, really. We were miserable sentiments. We were kind of bitter, a bit bitter and twisted by that point, because we were just getting nowhere. You know, we released 3 albums, and although the Highway to Hell thing was great, we wanted to progress, and things had just absolutely stalled. We were just fed up. So we wrote quite a personal, angry album, that really. It's probably our heaviest album, really. But the things seem to people seem to really like it, ironically, and yeah, we got the Wild Arts tour off the back of that album, which was, again, not the Wild Arts. Sorry, it wasn't Wild Arts tour. It was the Ginger Wild Arts solo tour, which was amazing. Yeah, that guy, he listened to the album and he's never stopped supporting us and giving us shows and stuff like that. He's a great bloke.
Was that your first? Go on, sorry.
That was our first. That was the first ever tour we ever did. Yeah. First.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say.
We for years we whinged and moaned and wondered why we never got any tours, but that came along. It was amazing.
Yeah, cool. Oh, that's good. That's good, isn't it? And then 2017, we released a charity single, which coming on your 4th album. So Back to the Stack is a hell of a track. It's a cracking track, that is. And that was a tribute to the late Rick Parfitt.
Well, he's odd. Oh, there we go. Hold back again. There we go. Yeah. Back to the Stack was, to be honest, Back to the Stack was probably the biggest turning point for the band completely. No doubt about it. The earache thing came off the back of Back to the Stack. But we wasn't even on an album. We were doing nothing. It was between Welcome to the World of Full Nelson. There was some downtime. We weren't doing anything. Adam had this riff. And we were going to make a video for the song Nails, but the album had been out months and months at the time, and we thought, it's just a bit of a waste of time. So why don't we just record this song on its own and for charity, for cancer, for
Teenage Cancer Trust.
Teenage Cancer Trust, and make it about Rick Parfitt, because he was a legend, and sadly just died, and we wanted to shout about him a bit. And crikey. Yeah, Planet Rock got hold of it and they liked it. And then Digby from Eric messaged me on bloody Instagram and said, I love this song. Do you want to start recording some albums with us? I was like, right, who the hell are you? There's some sort of lined up. But no, yeah. It was great. That song just absolutely transformed where we were going completely.
So how did your situation go with Off Your Rocker? Were you already out of contract with Off Your Rocker then?
Yeah, well, that was it. Yeah, we were out of contract with Off Your Rocker, and no disrespect to Off Your Rocker, because it was a great time with them. It was brilliant. I wouldn't change going with them ever. But I didn't really want to sign with them again. I wanted to. We had families, you see, we got kids and stuff. Unless the band was on some sort of trajectory and it was going somewhere, I didn't really have time for it. If we were just treading water, do you know what I mean? If it was just taking up loads of time and going nowhere, then I had better things to do, sadly. But the earache thing came along and really kicked us up the arse. And it's been no looking back ever since, really. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's a really, really good track. Really good track, that. And then obviously you released the album then, Full Nelson. It's a really, really good album, that is, man. And charted number 16 in the charts.
I know that was pretty crazy. That, well, I mean, at the time there was a couple of bands. I think Inglorious had got in the charts, and Stone Broken had got in the charts. They got in like the 20s or 30s, and we were like, well, we need to set a goal for the album release that we can really aim for. We set a target at the top 20. We never thought we would get it. Honestly, it was just something to aim for. And then it bloody came in at number 16. We were just blown away. Absolutely, couldn't believe it at the time. It was amazing. Yeah.
It's awesome, how you sort of, not your fortunes, but how you start, you get to establish yourself. It must have been a really, really good time for you guys.
Oh, it's amazing when you go into the charts. Suddenly, how many more people in the industry want to know who you are? Then, honestly, people who never spoke to us before wanted to know who we are, and opportunities just started coming in, and it was just amazing, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, especially if you got them mostly on your own,
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Eric's still an independent label, and it's not a major label, and we don't really know what we're doing. It's just hard work and just getting your head down, and amazing fan base. What can I say? An amazing fan base. The rock fans are just rock fans are great. Rock fans just get behind rock music. They're not fickle, are they, rock fans? They get behind a band and they support a band through thick and thin, crap albums and good albums, and they just support. It's amazing. You see that, you don't really see that much in any of the genres apart from rock and metal. It's amazing.
Yes. And then you painted a mural on the side of the pub, which is pretty cool.
If I'd have painted that mural, it wouldn't have looked that good, believe me. That was a bit of an earache publicity stunt type affair, really. It was very cool. They just wanted to promote the album, really, and they asked us if they'd had this idea but never been able to find anywhere to do it for any other bands, and they said, "You've had this idea in the past, and we've never been able to do it. Do you know anywhere that we might be able to do this thing?" I was like, "Well, yeah." I was actually driving around Lancaster and I stopped at the traffic lights, and I was actually thinking about it. Where could we do this? And then the wall was there, the gable end, the pub that we play in anyway. I thought that's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
And the people who owned it, we knew them well, so they were like, "Yeah, no problem. Knock yourself out. Make it as big as you want."
Was that the pub that Massive Wagons worked at?
No, we played there. We used to drink there.
I think he was on about the barmaid.
Yeah, the barmaid they were talking about.
Oh, sorry. I misheard you. Oh, no. She never worked there. No, she worked. That was a long time before that. Crikey, she worked in Canforth. Yeah, no, she never worked there. Oh dear. I thought you meant, did I work there?
No. Massive Wagons was the barmaid. So.
And then that year you also toured with Status Quo, so that must have been really, really special.
Oh yeah, well we supported them. We supported them a time or two, and then we went on tour with Skinner and Status Quo together, which was flipping out of this world, really. Yeah, that was amazing. Is it just a completely different? It's just a completely different game altogether. Crikey, you know.
That was your first arena tour.
Yeah. That was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it was 4 days, I think. Yeah.
How did you get on there then? Were you just invited, or did you have to buy your way in?
No. Well, the whole band support thing's weird. I mean, there's a million and one different ways things happen. I mean, we have been offered buy on tours before. We've never done one. We've considered it. There was a Schenker tour came up years ago that we tried to weigh up the sums if we could afford it, but we never. It was a little too expensive. We never went for it. But the Skinner thing came about. I think I saw the Skinner poster in a classic rock magazine, and they hadn't announced any supports yet. So I went to our manager Terry. I went, "Look at this. Look, I don't know if you've got supports. I've seen it. They've not announced it. You know." She went, "Right, I'll contact someone." So she contacted Dan from Earache, who knew Status Quo's agent, who knows, and Dan also knows Blackberry Smoke, who supported Skinner in Europe. Okay. Yeah. And they just like that. He made ask some questions. They asked some questions about us. Who are they? What do they do? What's their fee? You know, and some good words were put in. We sort of supported Blackberry Smoke before. They vouched for us. Yeah, and the price was right. They liked what they heard, and it was like, yeah, if you want to do it, lads, no problem. Yeah, that was basically how it happened. Contacts and who you know, really.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, because I used to manage a band back in the day, in 2008, and we were lucky enough to get on a Golden Earring tour, you know.
All right, cool.
And we did like 16 shows with Golden Earring, but we also had a chance to go on a tour with McFly, and they wanted us to pay like 25 grand buy-in, and I was like, "There's just no way I can afford to pay 25 grand buy-in," you know.
I mean, the whole buy-in thing. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you can afford it, if you're going to make money after it and you're happy doing it, there's no problem. I mean, if you think you can sell the merch and you can afford it, then it's a business deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, 25 grand, that's a lot of money, isn't it?
A lot of dough,
that's
man,
a lot of t-shirts to make that right.
It is a lot of t-shirts and albums to get the money back there. Like
you have, yeah.
But, so it was good fun with the Skinhead then.
Oh yeah, I mean, flipping heck, they're legends, aren't they? I mean, yeah, it's just amazing. Isn't this another level? I walked I'd never been to the Hydro in Glasgow before, and I walked in there, and it's just a colossal place. I just took my breath away completely. And you see the stage, and they were setting all their stuff up, and yeah, they never even sound check. They just waltz in 10 minutes before they go on stage. They're all looking like they've just ridden there on a horse. walk up on stage and off they go. Amazing. I mean, we met Bernie Marsden as well on. It was quite surreal. I met Bernie Marsden. He's a legend as well. On the last night in Birmingham, he showed up because he knows Ricky Medlock, and he's just floating around. I'm just stood next to him watching Skinner's side of stage. You know, I'm thinking, what on earth's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible. Yeah, they were so nice as well. It was just awesome, so professional. A band of that size, they're so professional.
Yeah,
you know, there's no dicking about. It's just, you know. Yeah,
was that your moment then for thinking, well, I've been on stage and it's like, what the fuck am I doing here? You know?
I think that a lot. I get that a lot. Yeah, I get that thought in my head quite a lot. Yeah,
you do.
Think that there, yeah.
Like imposter syndrome.
Yeah. I got that download as well. I was like, what on earth am I doing here? Headlining Steelhouse. It's the same. These big events, they're amazing. They're mind blowing. You know, I think.
Yeah.
You look back, I think to where we used to play, like all bands, you play into like nobody in a crap old boozer somewhere. People telling you to get off stage, and the next minute you're playing in Wembley Arena, supporting Leonard Skinner. You know, and people are telling you to get off. It's
right.
There's more of them.
So 2020 has been a bit of a tough year then. So you released your 5th album and COVID hit.
Yeah.
So how have you found 2020?
Kind of odd really. Although it hasn't been a normal year. We released the album, but we found that because we were kind of backed into a corner, we were kind of overcome it. You know what I mean? It was kind of I don't mean the COVID side of it wasn't exciting, but like being in a band was kind of like, wow, we're going to get around all this stuff. It kind of made you work harder, and I kind of overcome these obstacles, which was kind of satisfying, if you like. You know, we had to we released the album, but we weren't allowed to play any gigs. We had loads of things planned. We had a night planned, I think, at the Hard Rock Cafe in London. I think we'd sorted out a launch night in London, which I was so looking forward to. But that got cancelled, and a few other things. So we just had to think round it, and people just got behind the album, and it was amazing.
Well, it reached number 8 or not?
Sorry,
it reached number 8 in the chart. So, I mean, considering you never had the opportunity really to tour it or anything, I mean, that's a really good commercial success.
Yeah, well, it was number 9. I don't want anyone.
Or number 9, okay.
I don't want
to nick a spot.
Yeah, but, yeah, we still haven't toured it. We must have postponed that tour about 5 times, rescheduled it. I mean, right before COVID hit, we had a first sort of European headline tour booked as well. You know, 7 or 8 dates in Europe. That was like a couple of weeks after the first lockdown, so that had to get cancelled. It was just rubbish, really. But you know, we launched like Wagons World. You know, we got like an online fan club, subscription fan club, which we launched, which has been massively successful. We've got a unit now, our own industrial unit, where we sell all our merch, do all our management stuff. We rehearse, write. We sorted that out, and that's something we've managed to get done in lockdown. Yeah, I don't know. I think we've taken advantage of the downtime, you know. And you know, we haven't worked this hard for 10 years to let something like a lockdown just, you know, sweep you under the carpet. You know, I'm not letting the momentum go. You know, just because we're backed into a corner a bit. You know, no way. Yeah.
So what you got? You like your own studio, or?
Yeah, well, it's like a new built industrial unit. It's quite a large thing, like, you know. We store all our gear there. We do all the Wagons World content shooting from there. Terry, our manager, works in there. She does all her business from there. We've got to sell all our merch. It's amazing. It's just sort of revolutionised everything we can do. You know, it's just fantastic. Yeah. Adam does a little bit of recording. I know Adam does a bit of recording and stuff. He's recorded some stuff for the Hot Dam in there. They've recorded a song there, and some of the little bands have done bits and pieces. But no, it's great. It's great to have a place like that. You know, we were flipping practicing. We've practiced all over the place, horrible places.
Yeah,
it's great to have our own home, if you like.
How's Terry doing, man? Because she broke her leg, didn't she?
yeah. She's all right. Yeah, hopping around. Yeah, Terry's a leg. Yeah, she's. I'm gonna get her a parrot and a patch before long.
Yeah, you should. Well, I can't say it, but
He's all right. It was a nasty accident, really. But she's a positive person. She's getting by. She's all right.
yeah, yeah.
She has to eat hot dogs for tea at least twice a week, so that's not so good. But,
That's good. So you got some decent gigs coming up. Then you're playing Download Pilot.
Yeah, crazy. Well, we played Chester Live Rooms last weekend for first time.
Yeah.
First gigs in ages. They were socially distanced gigs. They were a bit weird, but it was good. It was great to get everything out, get all the gear out, and iron out have a rehearsal for the Download thing. Really, more than anything, you know.
Yeah. Warm up gig, if you like.
Yeah, that's it. Make sure all the flipping guitars still worked, all that, and and then we got the Download Pilot in a couple of weeks, which is, you know, it's an absolute honour to be asked to be part of something like that. Let alone it just be Download, to be part of something that's trying to get the ball rolling again with live music, to be kind of like a bit of a pioneering festival, really, to hopefully get things back to normal. That would be amazing to be part of that.
Yeah. Is there a 10,000 limit on it or something?
10,000 people, I believe. Yeah. 2 stages, yeah.
And then you're doing, you got another gig. Then you're doing Lincolnshire Showground.
Yeah, we're doing Call of the Wild. Yeah, that's coming up. Can't wait for that as well. Yeah, it's amazing. Headlining one of the nights, Sunday night, I think.
Yeah, that should be a pretty big gig then.
Brilliant. Yeah, definitely. Well, we've known Raz, one of the organisers, for a long time. We played loads of these events over the years. Rockmantic, I think we've played that 3 or 4 times. But Raz has always championed us and always got behind us. You know, the Rockmantic shows were quite a big deal for us back in the day. He put us on the bottom of the bill, and over the years we went up the bill, and then we headlined it. You know, so that's a kind of a nice thing to sort of see that it works. The process works. If you're hard working and you're putting good music out, then people like you. You'll rise up bills. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's great to have somebody like that believes in you. You know.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, Call of the Wild would be amazing. I can't wait. Yeah, definitely.
So what's next for Massive Wagons? Are you going to tour 2020 with this latest album, or are you going to bring out something new next year?
Well, we've kind of half, 3/4 written a new album. The plan was to hopefully record it towards the end of this year, like November, hopefully. And then we've got the tour in. We've got this rescheduled tour in September. That's if it doesn't get bloody rescheduled again. And that's with a guy's coming on tour called Chris Catalyst, who plays in a band called the Eureka Machine. I don't know if you've ever seen them; they're amazing.
Okay.
He's supporting us. Yeah, he's great. Hopefully just get this tour. Just hopefully we can play this tour. I just hope nothing gets pushed back again, and postponed.
That's a noise tour.
That'll be a bloody disaster.
Yeah. I bet, man. It's been a tough year for everyone, you know.
Absolutely,
And I mean, like I've said to the other artists we've had on the podcast, it's nice to see real artists coming through because they've been so creative in the downtime.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like I said, we all bands have had to learn a new skill set, if you like. I mean, I didn't. Live streams were a complete anomaly to me before this whole thing, but now they're a valuable tool in your arsenal, if you like. You know, they're great, and editing videos and making content, and hopefully we can carry on doing that when things get back to normal, and it just makes things bigger and better, doesn't it? You know, definitely. You've got to admire all the bands and all the artists that have managed to keep going through all this bloody misery. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's great to see so many creative people, really. So,
but I mean, these creative people wouldn't be doing anything if they didn't have fans, would they? You know, so they go out, give fair play to all the fans and all the lovers of artists and whatever that support all this stuff. I mean, they're just as important as the people doing it, aren't they? Really?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know. But I mean, you've got people like fucking. I was going to swear then. The people from the X Factor and the fucking Voice and shit like that. You know, most of them haven't got a clue what to do in this sort of time.
No, well,
they go back to their fucking job in boots or whatever, and they've had their 5 minutes of fame on the TV, and then they're fucked.
Well, it means a lot more. It means a lot more to bands like us because we've had to work 10 years for it. You know.
Exactly. That's that's the point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a flash in the pan, is it? So yeah, whatever.
No, I mean you work your balls off to get what you got, and then this pandemic hits. You know. Yeah, so trying to stay relevant in this crap year, really.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah,
Coming
man,
out
I'm go on.
coming out the other side, hopefully. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, now we're
that's the
coming
main-
out the other side, but hats off to you for reaching number 9 by releasing an album in the middle of a pandemic. You know, this shows how good your fan base
Oh,
is,
amazing.
really.
Well, our fan base and rock fans all around, really. They keep saying that rock is dead and all that garbage, but
Rock will
it's
never die, will
clearly
it?
not, is it? It's not dead, is it? It's maybe not. It's maybe not commercial at the moment, but it's certainly far from dead.
Well, like me and my
Well,
COVID.
There's big festivals and stadiums and shows being sold out still, isn't it? It's still happening, isn't it? So
Absolutely. Well, download just sold out in a couple of days. You know, that's clearly not dead, is it?
no, that's right. That's right. You know, and obviously Planet Rock Stock, you know, you
Yeah.
guys are going to be there again this year.
Yeah,
which
that's
is really cool. You've been nominated for 3 awards.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but fair play to Planet Rock. I mean, yeah, there's a few of the newer bands, us, Crows, Mason Hill, all nominated for a few of those awards. That's great to see. Fair play, Planet Rock.
Mm.
You know, for getting behind some of these bands, mixing it up with the older bands. You know, it's
Yeah.
the only way you push it forward, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, it's great. It's really, really good. You said, you know, and it's, you know, it's best album, best single. What was the other one? Best band as well. So they're kind of like the 3 biggest awards, really, aren't they?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah, it's
I
cool.
think that's all. I think next week. I think is it announced that sometime 11th. I think.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
No, but if they go from the Kerry song, then you win it fucking hands down.
yeah.
That ain't gonna win. That song ain't gonna win fuck all, is it?
What was your inspiration for writing that then? Just because you like Kerry or
I
what?
have absolutely no idea. To be quite honest with you, to be honest with you, I got sent that riff by Stephen, and I must have written about 5 or 6 sets of words for it, and just nothing. Nothing. It just felt wrong. And I'm a massive TerraVision fan. I think they're fucking awesome. And I just always thought the Tequila song was amazing. You know, and it's just the most simple. It's just a party song, and I just thought. Well, he wrote that clearly because he loves drinking tequila. What do I love doing? What do I love eating or drinking? I love eating curry. Sod it. Let's write a song about eating curry. That's basically where it came from.
Well, that's going to be your fucking number 1 festival song, you know that, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Vindaloo or whatever it is.
People love it.
Vindaloo,
People
yeah.
love it.
I
say Rogan, you say Josh.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. What a fucking. Well, I'd say you couldn't make it up, but you did make it up. But that's going to be the festival anthem, I think.
I think we're playing it at download, so we'll see, won't we? We'll see if it does become a true festival anthem or we get balled off stage.
No, man, that's going to be the one, I reckon.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so. You'll be chanting
Can't
that at Rockstock. And you're down at Sound Bay next year as well, didn't you? Down in Swansea in the Panty.
Oh, yes. Yeah. We're doing that. Yeah, can't wait for that. We played there just before the pandemic, and yeah, it was a great night. That was a great night. Look, I love that gig. That's a great place. I love that place. It was a top. Ironically, that's right next door to an Indian restaurant as well.
Yes.
Which is absolutely superb. Okay, I can't wait to go back there. It's a great gig.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man.
Good. So what were your inspirations then, Barry, with regards to, you know, your sort of your music direction and your songwriting?
Well, you know, I mean, it has absolutely changed over the years. I mean, when we first started this band, we were all about Airborne, the band Airborne. We went to watch them in 2008 as a group of mates, and we were just absolutely blown away. A group. I mean, I think they get unfairly tagged with the AC/DC thing. I get it, right? I get the AC/DC thing. But you know, it wasn't a bunch of 70-year-old blokes doing it. It was a bunch of 20-year-old blokes doing it, and I was like, fucking hell, this is absolutely crazy. And if you've ever seen them, whether you're a fan or not, you can't help but deny they don't have to put a show on. Like, they're unbelievable. And I was like, well, that's what I want to do. So and at the time, around that time, there was Airborne and Blackstone Cherry were sort of released their first couple of albums, and Alter Bridge were sort of getting big on the scene. And I think the first Slash album came out, and it was just like all these great bands. Yeah, but Blackstone Cherry were a big influence. Like, I think our first album was sort of, although it doesn't sort of match up to any Blackstone Cherry albums, it kind of, you can sort of hear it. It's that down tuned sort of sound, and then we listen to all sorts of music. You know, lots of UFO are a big influence, massive influence. a bit more classic rock maybe on the second album, and then as we've gone on, and then we supported obviously supported Ginger, and I was become a massive fan of him, and he's kind of a bit of a, and we've now seemed to have got a bit of a punk edge about things. Maybe it's kind of like melodic punk, if you like, if you can kind of hear that, you know. I don't know, we mix all sorts up really. We're fans of all sorts. Yeah, country, we like listen to a lot of country music. We just sort of write whatever's in our heads at the time, really. Yeah, there's not really any formula, but we're influenced by all sorts. I think you've got to be to write songs. You've got to listen to all sorts of music.
Yeah,
you've got to take influence from all sorts. You know, I do not want to write the same album over and over again. You know, just a rehash of the last album. You know, the same, every song in the same key and the same tuning and the same style of riffs. I just get boring for me with that.
Yeah, well, you can call yourself AC/DC then, can you?
Well, that's it. Well, you say, oh yeah. Yeah, that's it. Well, they seem to. Well, they've cornered the market now. They
in fairness, yeah, you know, same as Status Quo did. It's like,
yeah, that's it.
You know, it's getting that sound, I suppose, and then just running with it. You know.
I mean, I do think, although we do play all sorts of styles and all our songs sound different, I do think we've managed to sort of stamp our sort of sound on a lot of this stuff. You know, you can sort of tell it's us, if you like.
You can tell it's you.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, you can recognise your vocals.
Switch it off.
Yeah, you can definitely recognise your vocals, Barry. You have got a distinctive vocal, definitely.
Oh, well, that's good, yeah. But yeah, we're influenced by all sorts. But a lot of British rock, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slade, obviously. Slade, UFO, great bands, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool.
All right, then, mate. Well, thanks for joining us.
Hey, no worries. Thanks.
Unless you want to stay on for my rant.
Yeah, you've got a rant. It's not about me, is it?
No,
It's not about you, mate. Don't worry about that. Even David doesn't know what it's about yet. Because I was just watching the news when before we came on, because I'm in Holland, so I'm an hour in front of you. Right. And the news came on, and Meghan Markle has released a book called The Bench.
The Bench.
And it's actually titled The Bench by Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex.
The Duchess of Sussex.
Which fucking boiled my piss straight away, because they wanted so far out of the royal family that they could get. And then she releases this fucking book about her husband and her kid. And his title, you know, her moniker is Meghan, the Duchess of fucking Sussex. And it's like, wow. Fuck you fucking horrible cunt.
They've not actually taken the title off her, have they? So she's, you know, she can still use it, even though she slated them.
Well,
don't sit on the fucking fence, will you?
No. You can't fucking distance yourself from the royal family in such a way. You know, you call them all the cunts under the sun on fucking Oprah, and then you go and stick it on the front of your book that I'm the fucking Duchess of Sussex. Oh, fuck you, like. I mean, it's, you know, it's only a marketing fucking stunt, and it's only so she can sell more books in America. And I can't do it.
I can tell you're pissed off.
My girlfriend was like, "Don't fucking shout at me. It's not my fault."
Oh dear.
Yeah, that man. I mean, oh God.
You're going to smash some after this podcast, are you?
If I was Greek, I would have been smashing dinner plates all over the kitchen. I'm Welsh, so I couldn't kick any sheep.
You're not going to read it then?
No, my fuck.
He's ordered it already off Amazon. Signed copy.
The Duchess of Sussex.
Well, yeah, what a cunt. So, I was tempted to Twitter Piers Morgan about it and see what he had to say about it, to be honest.
Oh yeah, you love it. You will.
Like
review it.
So I'm fucking dying.
You want to calm down?
I know, it's just fucking COVID. Since I caught it like 5 weeks ago, I'm now I've started physio today to help me with my breathing. So it's a bit of a nightmare.
Don't get yourself so worked up.
Yeah, but when I talk, I get out of breath. So that's why I don't say much. I let David do all the talking.
Okay, I'll fire. Funny.
So. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to you now, mate. I'm really looking forward to watching you at the Planet Rock song. I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Yeah, that's gonna be great. All the Planet Rock events are amazing.
Yeah,
so much fun. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah, the lineup's great.
Absolutely class fifth album. Really, really enjoy it. If I'm honest, like listening to that one far more than your other stuff. But I really like Red Dress as well. I can't like.
All right. Yeah, all right. That's an old one. That crikey.
Yeah,
We played that.
too.
We played that at the weekend. We haven't played that for a long time. Yeah, it still goes down. People love it. People.
Yes, that's still got to be a festival song. I have. Definitely.
Red Dress.
Yeah, definitely, mate. You got to play that at Rockstar.
Can't remember how long ago we wrote that. Fucking hell. That was kind of the first song we wrote after all the down tune stuff on the first album that kind of signaled kind of like a turning, like kind of style of stuff we were writing. We sort of stopped down tuning all the guitars and started writing stuff in like standard tuning and, you know, trying to write stuff a bit more kind of hard AOR rock, just catchy rock songs really. We just want to write catchy music, you know. Yeah. I like that song. Yeah, it's a good video.
It is, yeah. It's always good to have a good video.
It's a great video.
That fucking Meghan Markle's not in it.
He's still fucking on about Meghan Markle.
That's it. No, I'm gonna hear that on every single podcast this week.
No, but man, I'll tell you, how fucking cheeky can you be in it? You know?
I suppose so, yeah. I don't know,
it is fucking cheeky. It's just fucking downright cheeky, and I just it got into my head, and it was just one of them things, you know. Sometimes it just fucking boils your piss, and it's like, "Wow, you fucking cheeky bitch," and it's like. Not that I've got anything against Meghan Markle, but
not much.
I couldn't give a fucking rat's ass what any of them do to account this weird.
No, I haven't even watched the Oprah documentary.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just fucking. That's just cheeky, like.
Yeah.
You need a stiff drink, is what you need. Have a stiff drink.
I got some water.
Have a water. That's it. Yeah. Count to 10.
All right, then, mate.
Brilliant.
It was great talking to you.
Oh, likewise. I appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Honestly.
No, we appreciate your time, man. You're.
Thanks for coming on.
You know,
okay.
a bit busy than us, I bet.
Yeah, we'll get it shared around, and yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I hope you come on again.
Yeah.
When we got something new to talk about.
Yeah, well, when we get the album written or we're doing something else, I'll give us a shout. No problem. Anytime.
Yeah, cool, man. Okay.
Wicked.
And shout out to Terry as well. Hope she gets better soon.
Oh yeah, I'll pass that on. Yeah, she's upstairs now. She won't be coming down again because it's too much of a ball to get up and downstairs.
I bet.
Once she's up there for good.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
I can watch what I want on telly now.
Yeah. All right, mate.
Hey, nice one. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Nice chatting.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you in Treacle Bay.
Absolutely, it's on.
It is.
Have a beer with him.
I will.
Like you, Barry. Have a beer with him.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I'll get a beer. Yeah.
Have a beer with him and do a bit of a on your phone, bit of a live recording, and then we can put it on the podcast.
Yeah, definitely. Anything you want. Totally. I'm up for anything, me. Completely.
Right, cool,
wicked.
Right, nice one. All right, then. Take it easy, man.
All right, guys.
Take care. Cheers, man.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra. Is he gone?
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, how was that, man? He was pretty good.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, wasn't he? Really nice guy. Good way to start a podcast. I really like your stuff, Dave. Don't. It's thrown on. But the good thing is, it's like I said before, I watched them a few times, and there was something that wasn't clicking, and there was a couple of my colleagues not colleagues, it sounds a bit posh, doesn't it? Gig mates that I used to go with, and they were like, "Oh, they're fucking awesome," you know. They don't, and that they were saying like, "I don't get you because you don't get them." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then once you announced that Barry was coming on, I started listening to their stuff, especially their newest album, and I was like, "Oh, they're really good. I really like them." And then I started going through their back catalogue as well, and yeah, I really like their stuff, I gotta be honest. So
yeah, I think they're really good.
Yeah, excellent, really good band. So and then I messaged my buddy then, he's he's another guy I call my uncle. So shout out to Uncle John.
Okay.
So I messaged John Hughes and I was saying like they're awesome, they're really good. He was like, yeah, fucking told you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching them now at Planet Rockstock, and you know, if there's any other shows that are coming up as well that I can catch through the
Yeah. I think they've got a few lined up now. Like I said, they're doing Download Pilot. Then they're doing another one after that. Then they're doing the Lincolnshire Showground. But yeah, they've got a lot coming up, I think.
Yeah, that's good. And it's an exclusive first that you get to share your story and rant with a guest. How about that?
I said, unless you want to know, he could have went, you know. I don't know how he was going to take it, really, to be honest.
I bet he wish he did.
You know? They thought, fucking, I'll lose this nutter.
I think it was better that you did it at the end rather than at the beginning, because you would have done a runner.
Well, I was going to do it at the beginning. I did think about it, but I thought, well, maybe, yeah, but then I would have got fucking pissed off for the whole show, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Instead of being pissed off at the end. So,
That's it.
but yeah, what a fucking idiot, fucking Meghan Markle, man. I just can't believe the audacity of the woman.
She's she's got a hell of a liberty, hasn't she? After what was I said to you, didn't I? I did watch the interview, and the stuff they both said, you know, including Harry.
Yeah,
it's not the stuff that you say publicly. One, you shouldn't do it anyway when you're sort of like talking about your family. You try and keep it in family and get it fixed. And two, in the position that he's in.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You just can't do that. And then I did read something about the Queen that sort of like put out an olive branch she's invited him over for something. I can't remember what it is, but she's invited them both over.
Is it the 70-year party thing? The 70 years on the throne?
It could be, yeah, it could be. I can't remember, but I know she's invited them both over. So, you know, that's the thing. You know, you can't have it both ways, can you? You can't be segregated from the family, slag them off, and then still want to be associated with them and want their security and then want the name for your book. It's, it's a bit naughty, you know.
It is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be, if I was in that position, I wouldn't be happy.
No, I just think it's a fucking liberty, you know.
Yeah.
And they were saying on the news that, you know, there's like a few other princesses that have written books. I mean, Fergie wrote some children's books, and there's some Dutch princesses that have written children's books, and none of them have actually used their title on the book.
Yeah.
You know, even though they were probably princesses at the time.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got this cunt who's slagged off the fucking royal family for calling them racists or whatever else she wanted to fucking call them, and then she goes and sticks it on the front of a fucking book.
Yeah.
Meghan the Duchess of Sussex.
Yeah.
So fucking they should burn it. Burn every fucking copy.
Yeah.
You know, Salman Rushdie had his book burnt, and I think this cunt can have his book burnt as well.
Well, if it's in water state, I don't think you're going to be going over some lighter fluid to the sound of it to match it.
Fucking cunt. Oh, it did. As soon as I saw it on the telly, on the news, it just, some people, you know, it's like, how can you have the audacity to fucking do that?
I know.
Yeah,
Shocking, isn't it?
yeah, that's even worse than not using indicators on roundabouts in my book.
I had this argument with you. If you're in a 4-wheel drive Subaru and you're doing 75 mile an hour, you're doing indicators.
Well, if you were a good driver, you could still use your fucking indicators as you were side swiping around a roundabout.
I've never ever seen
indicators on a Subaru.
I've never seen McRae use indicators on a rally, so if that's good enough for him, it's good enough for me.
Well, there's no indicators on there, you fucking idiot. Anyway, how's your bubble going and your cutching?
Oh, I'm not. We've not really. we're obviously bubbled, but we're not coaching.
You haven't been coaching any strangers.
No, I haven't. I didn't find a hazmat outfit to go and do it. So yeah, I think it's going to be happening soon. Like I said, I've got my second jab on Monday.
Okay, yeah. Next Monday.
Next Monday, so I'll have my second jab. Hopefully, everything will be okay with that.
Well, I think this podcast can't even get a fucking word out. Then
We'll come out after that.
will come out next Monday.
All right, so I have my second jab today.
Okay, cool.
It's been okay so far. Yeah, and I think
No, it'll come out on Sunday. Sorry, so it'll be the day before Monday.
all right, okay. It's gonna be well confusing. So I got my jab tomorrow.
You got your fucking jab next week.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think after that then is, I like the Dragonfly have announced an our Chopsy lot that he's having a reopening do. I think it's called the Rise or something, and Paul Matthews' band is on that, so who knows, Diddley's going to be on that. So I definitely like to go up and check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good to catch up with Paul as well.
And the thing is, like we've said before, I if I haven't already had it, I think I'm going to catch it at some stage. I'll carry on being as careful as I possibly can, but I've had the 2 jabs, and hopefully that's going to protect me against the worst of it.
Yeah.
When we spoke on the last glad you've had it. I'm fingers crossed these jabs will stop everybody else going through that. Do you know what I mean? Or the large majority of people.
Yeah. Like I said on my COVID update, on our COVID update podcast, I should say. Yeah, it just fucking doesn't make sense, none of it.
That's it.
It's such a. I mean, I was at the physio today because they help me with my breathing now, and the symptoms are so varied. I mean, that physio said. I mean, he actually said to me when I was talking to him, so this is the worst case of coughing and talking that I've seen. He said, when I saw your notes before you came, I thought, it's not going to be anything. But he said, this is really something. And and he said, but it's so varied, that the sickness that you get can be anything from muscle wasting, to this fucking coughing, to like, and then even to nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's crazy. But I don't want to talk about fucking COVID anymore.
No.
So I'm done with it. I'm on the mend. I had a nice comment of somebody, David, in the Chopsy group.
Okay.
Glad to see you're on the mend, and we also had a nice comment on the YouTube video, on the episode video.
Yeah, Adrian L. I know 2 Adrian L's, Adrian Longman or Adrian Landers. I'm not quite sure which one, but I know both of them from previous employments from a long time ago.
Yeah,
it was nice for them to put that on it.
Yeah, that was a good comment as well. So and it shows that they're watching the video. So
yeah, that's
you know
right.
what I mean.
Yeah.
So on that note, we fucking smashing Nova Story, and we've only been out a day.
I knew that was going to come up.
Well, they haven't promoted it, have they?
I don't know.
I keep checking their Facebook page, but they haven't put it on there, so they don't deserve any watches. They're not going to fucking promote it.
Well, we actually, me and Sarah on the weekend watched the video, and then we watched their music videos, and Sarah really likes them because she's quite into sort of
Off.
Yeah, she's into sort of different music to me, really.
Yeah.
She likes the rock stuff, but she sort of comes along to a lot. She's into like Ollie Murs and things like that, and other music genres. She's going to the 80s do and all that. So and a lot of the stuff that they were playing, she really enjoyed. I don't know whether it was off their newer album or their older album, because they said their older album they're done with that, or their EP they're done with that sound and they're onto this new sound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure which ones she liked, but she seemed, all the ones I was putting on, she seemed to enjoy. So
yeah, but I like more of the older stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of that Bad Tattoo song. It's a bit.
Yeah, Sarah liked that. She loved it. She
Did
really
she?
enjoyed it. Yeah,
It's not very lyrically challenging, is it?
yeah. No, she liked it.
It's not my favorite Nova Story song. Let's say that.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, but yeah, if they don't promote the video, how are they going to get listened?
I know.
You know. So we've overtaken them by almost double now in a day, and they've had theirs out since Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, we've had theirs out since Friday.
And that's your whinging and moaning one about COVID.
No. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, that's when I first got COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah.
Cool.
So good old Nova Story. Yeah. So like I said, we've got a great episode coming up for our 20th. Oh no, shit! I shouldn't say that stuff. Forget I said that. Because it'll be fucking. I gotta really like get my head around this continuity thing because well, we both have really because we both keep saying about what's coming out and what's not coming out. Oh, well, we can't say what's not coming out about what's coming out.
I tell you what's not coming out is Jason Donovan isn't coming out.
Not at the moment.
That's not coming out because he didn't want to come on.
David Hasselhoff.
Yeah,
He's not fucking coming on either.
I would have liked to get the half on. I think that would have been good fun.
Yeah, I would have as well. He could have even come on with his wife, you know, because she's Welsh.
Yeah,
she's Welsh and she's would have been a bit of fun having them both on together, I guess.
Or we could get Michael Douglas on with his Welsh wife.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Is he? I thought he died of throat cancer.
No, he survived.
Oh, right, okay. Didn't he get throat cancer from cunnilingus? That was the story, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was, yeah. He said he got it from licking out. Dude, cunnilingus on too many women.
That's just wishful thinking, I think. That's it.
Well, that was his story, so...
yeah, that's him showing off.
And I think, what's her name? Catherine Zeta-Jones, I think she got the ump with that story as well.
Yeah, I bet she did.
Threatened to divorce him. Because she complained that he never did it on her. I made that bit up. So,
that's in your opinion, is it?
I don't want a lawyer suing me for defamation of character, or Michael's actually. I can't afford it.
Purely added for fun. So on a good note, anyway. So we finish on a good note, on a high. Wally is still alive, the walrus.
Okay, he didn't get murdered by a Japanese fishing boat.
Nope, he's still going. He did get it by a boat, but he's still on the travel. Never make it back up to the Arctic, man. He's having a good holiday.
Oh, on a worse note, it was on the program today or the news or whatever that all the seals in San Francisco, because there's a big seal population in San Francisco, you know, on Pier 41 or something. I can't remember what it's called. I was there once, but they're all getting cancer, and it's accelerating at a really fast rate.
Oh, bloody hell.
So yeah, they got a big wildlife cancer problem due to toxins in the oceans.
Yeah.
So yeah, Greta Thunberg better get her thumb back out. Get back on a soapbox.
Yeah. Splatterburn needs to get over there and spread a bit of awareness for the listeners of it.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? You know,
Mm.
all the fucking plastic and shit in the ocean.
Gross, isn't it?
I mean, they banned plastic straws now, just so they could make way for fucking plastic COVID face masks.
Yeah.
You know, because now that's all going in the landfill instead.
I know, it's not good, mate.
So it's like, fucking hell. What can you do? Why don't you just fucking burn it instead of putting it in the ground? Surely it must be safer to burn it than put it in the ground.
I know.
Or chuck it in the ocean. We need to get an environmentalist on and find out.
Unless it'll be burning up CFCs or something and knacker up the bloody ozone layer and all that.
Oh, this is a question. You know about cars, don't you? Remember when they brought out stop-start engine system?
Yeah.
Was it around 2008, I think, maybe? How long did that last? Because they don't do it anymore, do they?
Well, Shannon's got a Merc, which is it's got on, and that's a 15 plate, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they just reckon it. They use less fuel. It was obviously better for the environment. But they had to put a bigger battery in. I think you had to put a bigger car battery in because obviously you're starting the engine up all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, I heard before that stop-start stuff came into fashion, that it wasn't really cost effective or environmentally friendly to turn your car off at the traffic light and then restart it, because it takes more energy and more to keep restarting your car all the time.
Yeah, I think Clarkson tried to prove it, didn't he, on one of his shows?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he sort of, they did a comparison where they were stop starting and just keeping the engine going and stuff.
Okay.
Or he did it on one of his shows.
I have to look it up and bring it up next time, because I'm pretty curious about that actually, because I just thought they'd stop making stop start cars, and it makes more sense why, if that's the case, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, because we never buy new cars, so like mine's an 07 series.
Yeah, but I don't think they introduced it until about 08, 09 maybe.
Yeah.
And I thought it was only running for a few years, but if you said Shannon's got a 2015 car and it's on there,
it is, yeah,
but
definitely.
I don't know if the new cars have it.
Don't know. It was kind of like a feature back in the day, wasn't it?
Well, it was supposed to be for environmentally friendly and saving fuel, but in the real world, I don't think it worked today.
Yeah, don't know. I'll have to have a look at that. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I was going to ask you something else then, but I can't remember what it was now. That's going to be my usual segment, isn't it? I can't remember what it was segment.
Yeah.
I think.
Do it on the next one.
So. All right then, mate. If you want to call it a day, I don't mind calling it a day.
Yeah, it's good. So I'm a converted Massive Wagons fan.
Yep, I like a few Massive Wagons myself.
Yes.
Massive wagon wheels. Do they still make wagon wheels?
Yeah, in Burton's, down the road from you.
Yeah, I know they make them in Burton's, but I wasn't sure if they still made them.
Yeah, lush.
Yeah, I like a wagon wheel now and again. Well, no, I don't, because you can't get them over here. You need to send me a food parcel.
I'll have to, yeah.
So I want some wagon wheels. I want some shreddies, because I fucking love shreddies.
How do you get shreddies?
No, can you fuck? They've only got like 4 different flavors of crisps over here.
Never.
They just introduced some new walkers with Pizza Hut, KFC, and what's the other one? Subway.
Yeah, last year they were.
Oh, they're new over here.
Yeah.
But apart from that, the flavors of crisps are pretty dire. You can't buy pies and pasties and shit anywhere. But I think you can get a pie now, just about. You go to a chip shop, you can't buy fish and chips together. You know, you've got to buy from a different place. It's fucked up. They're not really food friendly, I don't think, in fucking Dutch.
Probably why they're all fit as fiddles then. Why?
Well, they're not. So,
no. They can't eat all the crap we eat, because all we eat is crisps.
No, but they eat. They call them snacks, but it's all deep fried fucking crap.
Okay.
It's like frikandel, which is a sort of a sausage, but not really a sausage. I think it's got like a load of crap in it that's really worse than normal sausage, you know. Okay. Compressed shit with horse meat in it, I think. They deep fry that. They got like these croquettes, you know, like potato croquettes.
Yeah.
Well, they got like croquettes, but they got a ragu in them, and they got like a chicken and mushroom type ragu in them, and all that sort of stuff, deep fried. Chicken, fucking kip corn things, which is like processed chicken in breadcrumbs, deep fried, and that's all the stuff they get at the chip shop, you know.
Oh, they like all the deep fried stuff.
Yeah, it's really bad. They do like a barmy. It's called barmy. You don't know what barmy is, but it's like Chinese noodles in a croquette, in a flat round croquette. That's also deep fried. They also do one with like a fried rice in it, deep fried. This is the snacks. Everything's deep fried. So
Yeah.
no, they're not really that
I
health
thought,
conscious.
I thought it was bad enough over here.
Was it Mars bars?
Yeah. I don't see it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Mars bars or anything like that so much.
No, it's in Scotland. Isn't it?
Yeah, you get them in a couple of chippies around you, but not many. So, very good, very good.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
I'm hungry now.
went off on a fucking tangent then, but
Yeah, way off. I can't have something from a chippy, no.
well, at least you can get something decent from a fucking English, Welsh chip shop with your chips. You know, you can get some. You can get a pie, or you can get a pasty. You can get some curry.
Right, yeah.
You know, you can get a nice piece of fish if you look. If you go to the right chip shop, you know, a nice piece of fish.
Mm.
You can get a sausage if you're that way inclined.
Yeah.
A sausage roll, pasty. You know, you can't get none of that shit over here.
Mad.
Yeah.
I'm
going fucking mad.
with as many fast foods as you possibly can. I can see you missing it, cuz.
Oh no, I thought I'd end up choking myself. Oh yeah, no, for the viewers and not for the listeners, obviously, I cut half my beard off.
Yeah.
Bit of a different look. So
Yeah. Still massive.
it's
Still lose the bird in it.
yeah. Anyway, I'm fucking going down to talk me fucking bollocks. Massive thank you to Barry for coming on.
Yeah, massive thank you. Apologies for ruining the last bit of the podcast.
Check out-
You're a legend, man.
Check out House of Noise, their latest album, well, which was released in summer of 2020, and we'll post some links up. It's a great album, actually. I really like it.
Yeah, it's very
And I
good.
hope they get a chance to show it off by doing some good touring and
Yeah.
hope it runs into 2022.
Yeah.
Yes. Nice one.
Take care.
Dave, over and out.